Hello, what's up friends? Welcome back to my channel. This is Oston called Cypher, back again with a simple tutorial on web development. So what you're going to be looking at today are the on-scroll animation events, like when the user is scrolling through your website, how things get fading in, fading out, popping up, flipping, doing any kind of animation you have ever seen on the website. So we are having this site called wow.js.uk, and I think these guys are the one who made it possible to create such a library or framework, however you can call it. So when the user is scrolling through your website and things be popping up like that, sliding in from left and right, popping up, flipping, so those kind of animations are the ones we're going to be trying to be looking at. And to achieve this, you need to be having this wow.js and animate.cs. So what you're going to be doing, I see where my cursor is right now rotating from, there is GitHub. So I'm going to be right clicking only, and I say open a new tab. And I'm also going to go to this link called animate.css, right click, open in a new tab. So those are the two things you have to be having. You have to download the wow.js files and the animate.css, and you can go and view it on GitHub or download it directly from here. So I'll click download. But for this case, I'm just showing you how you can download. I already have it. So, and I will tell you will navigate where you want to download the file from. I'll say on my desktop, and I say save. So that's for the CSS. You can see the different types of animation it offers, shake, and the stuff will shake. So we are done with animate.css. So the one we clicked on for wow.js brought us to this page, and you click here where you see my cursor rotating from, where there is cron and download. Click there and say download zip. Click download zip, and it will also ask you where to put the folder. Just click yes, it is on the desktop, so I'm going to leave that side. And as you can see, this is the animate.css and the wow zip files here. So what I'm going to do is right click on it, and I go, for you guys, you may be having your own WinRAR stuff for extracting, but may go to zip 7 and I say extract here. So I want the same folder to appear here, and they will give me such folder. What you have to do is go inside this folder, look for this folder called disk. I don't know how you pronounce that, but that's how I have pronounced it, disk. So enter inside this folder and get either this wow.js or wow.mini.js. So I prefer this because it's very light, and yeah, it will be making your website very fast than this one, which will sometimes make it lag behind, but it's better use this wow.mini. So make sure you put these two files in the folder where you're going to be carrying out your demos from. But for this case, for me, I already have a folder here, and I gave them different folders. So wow with wow mini, and the main one, they're inside the folder called JS, and for the animate is inside this of CSS, inside this folder of CSS. And if you go back to the site, that's all what we need to be having. So I created a simple site here, and it's saying, hey, welcome to wow.js plus animate.css Onscroll animation events. And if we start to scroll through this site, you will see things popping up, and you see such nice looking animations. So that's what happens when you introduce such libraries and frameworks on your website. So it won't happen again when I scroll up, because it's a one-time run event, unless the user scroll reloads your website again. So I'm going to reload and relose everything from this side, because I deleted everything in the background or behind the scene when you're not seeing. So we're going to be creating a new site or demo for this. As I said, I'm using Sublime Text and I can see the folders I'm working with. This is the file or web browser we are going to be coding from, and these are the folders having our different files we need to use. And as you can see, I have introduced another framework, Bootstrap, but don't mind about this. I just want to give it some layout, nice layout. And I have linked animate.css, the one having all those animations we are seeing, but I have not yet linked the wow.js. So it's better or good practice to always put the JavaScript files below your document, because it enables it to load fast, and lastly it will load the JavaScript files than putting them in the head section, which can lead to less loading on your website. So I'm going to link these files, script. I'll take off this type and I put the source. So the source is inside this folder called JS. So you first write the folder. This is how you write directories. The folder is JS, and inside I'm going to use the minified version, wow.mini.js. Save that, and I'm also going to now initialize wow.js, and this is how you initialize wow. You say new wow, open those brackets, say dot init. So you're initializing it on your web page. Basically, this is what you have to write only, linking it to your web page and making sure you initialize it to fire off those animations when the user scrolls on your web page. That's what we need only. So let's start to working on our layout. And as I said, I have included Bootstrap only to give me some nice looking layout. I'm going to start by creating a div, and I give it a class of raw. So the other images you saw scrolling, they're inside these different divs. Now I'm going to create a div. I'm going to give it a class of col-lg column large, and I want it to cover 3 columns. So I'm going to include an image here up. So I'm having a folder here called image. You may design it on anything you want, but for me I decided to include these images, and inside these images I'm going to be using the pick1, pick2 and pick3. So I'm going to say pick1.jpg. This is the file extension, and I'm going to create here some styling for these images, because if you are to check there right now, these images are very big. As you can see, it's very big. So I'm going to create some styling here for it, and I'm going to say img. So I'm targeting the tag name, and I'm going to say width is 100%. So this image has to be inside this div. Sorry for that. It has to be 100% for the parent div, which is having this class of LG. So if you have to check there right now, have I saved this document? 100%, sorry, 100%, and we shall be having this. As you can see, that's better now. Inside this, I'm going to create some h1, and I say I'm just going to guess the version, iPhone 6, and below it I put the unordered list URL, and I create the list items, and I'm just going to forge memory. I'm going to say dash dash 16 GB. So these are fake details because we have nothing to put on the site. And I'm going to say color, and I'm going to leave it to dash dash. Dimension, I'm going to leave it to dash dash also. And this is how it's going to be looking like. So I'm going to copy this div from here. I'm going to copy it here again, and I change the pick to and this one to 6 plus, and I change this capacity to 32. If you have to check it, it's going to go on the next line. So these are bootstrap grid system. I'm going to put that also there. I make this pick 3, and I put this memory capacity to 64 GB, and that's how it's going to be looking like. And I'm going to add the last one to pick 4, and I put this to 128 GB. So this one is going to be iPhone 7, and I make this one X, and we are having our nice looking layout images. So I'm going to put some oval shape on them. I'm just going to go to my styling, and I say border radius of 100%, and that's how they are going to be displayed. Now let me put some h1 here so that they leave some space up, and I say welcome to wow.js plus animate.css tutorial. So that's how they're looking like. And I'm going to put some break tag here. Save it, and that's it. Now basically the layout is done. Let me remove also the bullet points. Say UL LI, and I say list style none. I don't want to see bullets there on the list items. Yeah, and we are good to go. Now we want to apply some cool animation on these 4 images, iPhone 6, 6 Plus, 7 and X. We want to apply the animations you saw in the beginning when we are handling these different animation types.